Hey guys. Well, it is Thursday. It's beautiful. It's hot. Ugh. And I gotta wear a sweater. Um, I got Mr. Darcy here, and we're gonna talk about feet today. Mainly how to pick up his feet and how to show you the difference between a horse that is easy to pick up and a horse that is a little bit more difficult. Um, as some of you know, he is a Gypsy Vanner Cross. His mama was a Gypsy Vanner Standardbred, and his dad was a full-blood Percheron. Now, he's got a little bit of beginnings of Cushing's disease, and he's got like a lot of long hair. So while I talk to you a little bit, I'm gonna open up a package of fly spray. So flies are now starting to come out here in North Carolina. And we were just up by the playground, and if you haven't seen some of my other videos, husband and I are building a playground, so to speak, and I call it the playground because it's like an obstacle course. Really pretty cool, and I really like it, but there's a ton of flies up there because they just fertilize the farm field, and there's chicken poop everywhere. What a mess. But this is the fly spray that I use on both of them. I don't really like to use it on Jarvis too much because it's oil based. At least that's what it seems like. It always seems like every time I spray it on him, he gets sticky with like dust and everything. But it works. So the stuff that I use on Jarvis is different. This is Equiderma, and this is their fly spray. It smells really, really good, and comes with its own little sprayer. So let's give him a little spray down. He doesn't like fly spray too much, but he's learning. I know. People used to spray this in your face, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Good boy. So the obstacle course that we go on, they're going to have to accept this. Good boy. This, okay. Let's do your tail. And let's do your chest. Good boy. Your latch. Very good. Your feet. Alright, well that was pretty easy. Last time he ran all over the place like a crazy horse. But it smells good, and I think he's realized that it's good for him. So, anyway, draft horses. Usually, a lot of people put draft horses in what's called stocks, and without you having to Google it, it's basically a giant cage that they take ropes and they tie up their feet so they don't have to hold up their feet for the farrier. And it's a mess. It works for some horses, I guess, but the way I look at it is, if your horse can hold up his feet, it's better. So if you're in the field or something, you're doing something and you need to address, maybe he's got a stone in his foot, you can pick up his foot anywhere and not have to worry about him not wanting to pick up his feet. So Darcy was what we believed. We were told he was being farriered by an Amish farrier who worked very quickly. My guess is they weren't very nice to him. When he first came to us, he refused to pick up his feet, and now he's much better at it. But he does have some issues. What he used to do is he used to drop his shoulder. You pick up his foot and he'd drop the shoulder and just try to, hang on you for a little bit. He does every once in a while. Yeah, you do. But he's learning that people are nice and they're okay. So he always gives me a little bit of problem anyway. Mainly because he doesn't like to stand still. And he's got ring bone in the front, so picking up his rear feet makes it a little bit difficult because it's painful for him to put all his extra weight on his front feet. So it's really important that he is squared up, and squared up meaning all 4 feet are like square. That way he has the ability to distribute all the weight onto the other 3 feet appropriately. Now, I'm also, because this is North Carolina and finally it's drying up, we are battling thrush. And thrush is many bacteria, different types of bacteria that just eats right into the center sulcus and the frog area. It creates a black, tarry, stinky mess. He's not that bad because we take care of it and we address it all year round. So this is what a couple of things that I use. My farrier, his name is Sean Blankenship. Check him out on Facebook. He is a barefoot farrier. He also specializes in drafts. And anybody who knows anybody knows who Pete Remy is, one of my absolute favorite authors and hoof guy, and I guess they're personal friends. So I'm going to have to say I got a pretty darn good farrier. So he says to use this. This is just plain old tea tree oil. That's all it is. And you put that right in his foot and the oil helps keep all the bacteria out. And I take it one step further. And this is what I use. The spray. And yes, Listerine. If it's good for your teeth and it kills all the bacteria in your mouth, it's going to kill the bacteria on his feet. Well, that was my first. I was told to use Lysol. 50-50 Lysol, the floor cleaner, and I couldn't remember if he said Lysol or Listerine because I didn't write it down because I don't write things down like that normally. So I bought Listerine, and I switch between the tea tree oil and the Listerine, and I spray it down real good. I don't use this a lot in the summer because it dries out their feet a lot. But when you're handling thrush and you're dealing with it right at the very beginning, this is really good because it does dry it out. So, and then of course you use a nice handy dandy hoof pick. Now I have 2 on my table, one for Jarvis and one for him, because you don't want the thrush bacteria from one to go into the other one. Ideally, you'd have one for every foot so you don't transfer the bacteria. But I usually just, give it a good spray down, just right afterwards, and then go on to the next one. So, without further ado, you ready to get your feet done? Huh? You ready to get your feet done? I'm just sitting here yammering my jaw. Okay, I'm going to see if I can bend this down because it's just me. So, let's see if I can bend this forward so you guys can kind of see a little bit. Now, I'm hoping that you can see. Okay, so now we're in the feet side. Let me tighten this up real quick. And are we still in frame with feet? Yes, I think so. And let's do that one in the back. Adjusting the feet on my tripod. Okay. Now, let's hope that this does not fall down. I'm going to have to move you just a little bit. There. I think that works. I can't see. Can't see the screen. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. At least you can see his feet. Okay, he will always tell me if he wants this foot done or that one. And if he wants that one done first, when I go to pick up this one, he'll lift that one up. He's gotten much better. He may pick it up right away. He may not. I do tend to put my shoulder here on him and kind of give him a little push a little bit. Kind of get him off balance a little bit for him to pick his feet up. He's not one of those really awesome horses where you can just point and they pick their feet up. So we're working on that, but like I said, he didn't really do a very good job before. You ready, buddy? We're gonna do this today. I need you to move over. Move over, please. Come on. Over that way. This way. There. Good. Very good. Now hopefully you guys can see. Sorry you're gonna look at my butt. I wish I could do it the other way. Oh well. Let's see if I can move you over this way. Let's get you guys over here. I might be able to do this better this way. Yeah, can you still see? Yeah, I think so. Without being blown over. Well, we'll give it a shot. Because I don't need you to look at my butt. Right? Right. Alright, so I'm going to prepare him. I'm just going to give him a couple little pets. That way he's prepared. I see his back feet are just fine. His front one's a little underneath him, but he'll move that in a second. You ready? And then I just kind of I hold on to this a little bit, give him a little. Very good. Good job. Very good. Let's get all this stuff out. Now, I always want to, see, he just dropped his shoulder. And I'm going to stop until he brings that shoulder back up. And then I'm going to give his foot back when he does. Come on, dude, pick up your shoulder. We're not done yet. There. There. Very good. Now, I gave him back his foot before he asked for it, because you always want to give him that reassurance that when I take his foot away, I'm going to give it back. So now I'm going to ask him for it again. Have your foot. Come on. I know. Let me see your foot. Come on. Come on. Now he's putting all his weight on that foot. But we're not going to let him get away with this, are we? No, because I need your foot. Come on. I know, I need it back. Come on. Over. Good boy. Good boy. I'm going to prepare him again because obviously he doesn't want me to pick up that foot. He says, you already had it once. I'm not going to give it to you again. You should have done what you should have done when you had it the first time. So, we're going to prepare him. Give me that foot. Come on, almost. Come on. There, good. Very good. Now I'm going to spray this all on his hoof. And what he doesn't know is I'm going to give it right back. There. Very good. Tell him he's a good boy. So that's how he usually is. Let's work on the other side. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'm not going to move you over, but you'll see it from that angle. Okay. Rub his shoulder, put my hand down his leg, and ask for his foot. But see, he's not squared up here, so let's fix him. There we go. See? Oh, thank you. Thank you for turning around. That is very good. Alright, so let's try this again. Prepare him a little bit. He's not squared up again on the back. Square up. Square up. There you go. Good boy. There you go. Come on. Let me see the foot. Good. Come on. Let's try again. Oh. There. Easy. Stop it. Go. There. One more time. See? Come on. See the foot? Need your foot. Come on. Dude, you're 1,800 pounds. Well, not really. He's like 15. Like 1,500 pounds. So I'm going to clean out his feet real good. gonna give him his foot back. Very good. Very good. Do it again? Yeah? Okay. One more time. Let me see your foot one more time. And then we're gonna spray. Did you just tickle my back? You did. Alright, one more time. Come on. Oh, that was my fault. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Come on. Dude. Sometimes a little muscle is all it takes. But he's been very difficult anyway to pick up his feet. He's gonna have to learn. He's gotta pick them up anyway. I tell him he's a good boy. There. There. Very good. Good job. Alright, I'm going to do the back ones, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to get Jarvis, and I'll show you an easy horse with the feet. So, I'll be right back. Alright, well, now I've got Jarvis here. And Jarvis is a full-blooded Percheron, and he's, say about 15, 17 now. He might be 17. So, he's a little easier. I've been working with him a little bit longer, and he is super easy to pick up his feet. It only took like a couple days for me to pick up his feet and have him learn. So let's get to work. All right, you can see. Put a little fly spray on him first, because he also needs to remember that this is okay. There we go. Good job. Good job. Your butt. I want to try to make sure this doesn't get in his eyes. You been rinsing your itching your bum? No, you haven't been itching. So we're going to do the same thing with him. And like I said, I've been working with him for a while. I've had him for 2 years. And he knows my routine. And I'm on the wrong side right now, so I'm just going to ask him to back up a minute. Back up. Woo! Pay attention. Back up. Back up, please. Thank you. Okay, now he's pretty squared up. Sort of. Not really. There. Now he's a little better. And he's so much easier. Ready to do your fit, buddy? Huh? Give him a little nudge. Thank you. Very good. Good job. Now he will hold his foot up for as long as I want him to. Let's get all of this gunk out of your feet. It's chilly cold, isn't it? There, I give him back his foot. And he's so good. He really is. Yes, you are so good. And he can't even see out of the side. It's got that eye problem, so he can't really see too much. But I'm going to ask him for his foot again, just because I want to change things up a little bit and see how well he gives it to me. See? Thank you. Very good. I'm going to give him it back. Good job. Now, a lot of people will just let go of the foot, let it fall to the ground. Put it down nicely. He was nice enough and he gave it to me. I didn't have to yank on his leg like you saw me have to do with Darcy. Darcy put all his weight down on it, but you want to be nice. That way he knows to give it back to you and knows that you're going to be gentle with it. And that way he's going to be a little bit more willing to give it back to you the next time. We try again? Let's try the other side. Have you move over? Move over. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Butt. This way. One more time. Over. Over, please. Over. One more time. There you go. Good job. Come. Hey. I'm okay. There. Come on. One more step. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Good job. Alright. That's all I wanted him so you could see this foot. So I'm going to let him know that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask for his foot. See? Thank you. And he picks it right up. Good job. Oh, your feet are very hard today. Woo! Very tough feet. It's finally starting to dry out, so his feet. It's a little concave right here. I don't like this toe part. What's going on here with your feet? I know. I'm gonna give him his foot back because he asked for it. I think it's because he's a little off balance. It's okay. Good job. I'm gonna ask for it again. Can I have your foot? Thank you. Good job. There. Let's get right in there good. Alrighty. There, good job. Now he's got some cracks in his front feet, but they're not too bad. I think it's because it's starting to dry out, and he's been on dry lot for a while. But anyway, that's how you work with a horse that's easy to pick up his feet and a horse that's not so easy. So if you have any questions on how I started this and how I keep on working with it, just put it in the comments. And hey buddy, wanna say goodbye? No. Hi. Say goodbye to YouTubies. Good boy. Good job. Alright guys, have a great day.